Hello everyone, good morning. We're gonna be playing Doki Doki today. It was recommended the last stream from one of the viewers. I actually don't play very many dating simulators, so... Hey! How'd I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself. Isn't that gonna be fun being dyslexic? That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I feel almost better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Haha, I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Oh, hang on. I thought... Yeah, this is old save. Wait, I thought I pressed new game. Settings. Hang on. I don't know. Dang it. Off to a great start. Settings. Hit it. Hang on. Load game. How did I... Hang on. Lose unsaved progress, yes. Settings. Oh. Oops. Accident quit. One moment. One moment. Come on, pick up the game. Hang on, I'm trying to get OBS to detect the game. Here we go. Okay. And this, you're at least 13 years old. Okay, there we go. For some reason, it still had my old save logged from years ago. Even though I haven't touched it. Since then, I even uninstalled the game. I don't know. We should be good off now. Here we go. Now we can continue. Let's run through this real quick. I actually skipped too far. You said you... Man. You say that you like... You were... Dyslexia, dear God. You were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Femi. Well, people stare at you like... Stare at you for acting... Wait, that's me talking. Stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. Guess you don't have it into detective. This game's gonna be hell for me even without the horror aspect. Don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. What do you say, Sayori? Hehe. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled in other students making their daily commute. By the way, Femi, have you decided to join our club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you were in... You joined a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations, but I dismissively go on wherever she's talking about. Sorry, likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on the average. Spending free time on games and anime. Jesus. I was talking about how I was worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize, have any other skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy for now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Well, you at least promise you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself vent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind. Hang on. Ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before you know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sori wants me to check out some clubs. But guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sori? Sori must have come in the classroom when I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. What, meanie? Sari is the vice president of Literature Club. I thought I was ever worried that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. I said my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'll be bringing a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. You can tell if Sari is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to plan this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That's fair. I Detective, but followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? That's a bit mean. They assumed my gender. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, fine. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Staring awkwardly. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably at first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her, she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori or Natsuki. Yeah, well, it's nice meeting both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Femi. Does the game know this is not my first playthrough? Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other well. We rarely talk, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me generally feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Femi. We made room for you at the tables, so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little bit too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's cute. Whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute. And I had no idea you were gonna be so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking at the best thing else to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. Wonder if she made it herself. It's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. Didn't she really do that? I thought you were technically did. Sorry, he said, that's what I'm saying. I'm literally saying that. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy. That's fair. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places teacups in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep the whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't hot cup tea help you enjoy good baking? enjoy a good book. I actually don't like hot tea for cold, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean, I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. That I do. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Maka raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. Need room to breathe when reading. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid to answer the question. Oh, I was afraid of this question. Somebody tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so it's okay, don't be embarrassed. I'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and public publicity and how to prepare for events. Excuse me. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something new. Brand new. Especially when there's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But mixed school events like festivals much more important. I'm more confident that we can really grow as a club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Hello, Jick. Welcome to the stream. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. This stream is gonna be hell for me because I'm dyslexic and I keep having to reread everything like 3 times. The real horror is dyslexia. I didn't even read that. But I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Femi, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, consider how little I've read the past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. I mean, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build a deep, complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since need to remember to breathe. Seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. That's where Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't expect that. You English, Jesus, hang on. Reset. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Or someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or it takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Okay, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, it's just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. Give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is so cute, just as you are. Sorry, Siddles up behind Sari and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some? Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I can say how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing it to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Okay, English. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. Have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem for our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Is that right, Femi? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I saw other clubs to look at and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Femi... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing a poem is the price I need to pay and spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really... Oh. Sorry. If you really just came back for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem, bring in the next meeting so we can all share. Anna looks over at me once more. Femi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey, Femi, since we're already here, you wanna walk home together? That's right, Sari and I never walk home together anymore because we always stayed after for the clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way, my mind's wandering back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy to spend every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I will have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make most of the circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yes. It's finally over with. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite clubber will like. Something good might have in whoever likes the poem the most. Alright. I don't know. I'm just gonna pick the words I like most. So, treasure. Philosophy. Ooh, Hamilton. Agonizing sadness, got to infinite. Amazing. How about nature? We've got 20 words to pick from? Jesus. Kawaii. I wonder if I can get it even between the three of them. I can't get it perfectly even because I can't divide 20 by 3. I haven't done a lot for Natsuki, so let's try and do a little bit more for her. Romance. Charm. Why are they all going to... Oh, I forgot her name. Rose. No, stop it. Landscape. Anime. Oh, there we go. But suicide, Jesus. That's not very cutesy. Adventure. Happiness. Horror. Massacre. Depression. Okay, a lot of these words are very dark. Like there's massacre, graveyard, depression, grief. Actually, I thought Yuri would like that. Ocean. Okay, why all of them going straight towards Oh girl? I forgot her name. Doki Doki. Do tragedy. What? I thought you liked tragedy. Again for me. But that felt very one-sided towards... I can't remember her name for the life of me. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else started hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Femi. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Make you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. I was so annoyed I didn't let you choose gender or pronouns at the beginning. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. Sorry, English. I don't know if any... Jesus, I cannot read for the life of me. I don't know if you plan to just come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of the year. Natsuki, you seriously have a big mouth for someone who keeps her main collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Femi always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps out with my busy work even without me asking. Like cooking and cleaning. How dependable. Sayori, that's her name. That's because your room's always messy and distracting. And you almost set the house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Femi can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just puts me into. Oh, Yuri even brought something. Yuri even brought something to say, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Yeah, I'm confused too. Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it was a big deal when... Sayori made it sound like it was a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. They'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want me to. Alright. Well, here. Billy reaches into your bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. And enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I brought some tea with me. Man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? You literally just got a book. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Exactly. But I'm feeling a little bit too tired to read. I'd probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that what literature really is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that sparks their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place because if it's a literature event. So it's more important about figuring out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come in, we can do the thing. Okay. We can do the thing to speak to the creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's weird to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Yeah, I got lost in thought. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding out any motivation at all, as Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see it roll through her eyes. What? When I turn to Wario? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Is there a club a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? And now that now that you're in a club, you're gonna be less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulders to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. And I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. Wait, no, not English. What about you? You look out for me better than you yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around. Eh. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Anyway, you really do need to brush this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that again. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either, and there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I'll try to wipe it off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Somebody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. You meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started buttoning up her blazer from the bottom. When you see how much better you look, you'll change your mind. This is a weird POV. It's so funny. What is? Well, I was thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say it like that. You'll make me feel weird about this. Stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy you were like this. Aren't you? Yes. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I shrugged to fully close the button nearest to your chest. Does it even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever button it, you would notice it sooner. That doesn't fit anymore. What are you smiling about? Means my boobs got bigger again? Don't say that loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let me do things like this. And sorry, I need to take a break. I'm talking way too much. don't know why I thought it'd be a good idea to play something like this as a dyslexic. And you take care of me so much better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. I would give the characters all voices, but like, it's already hard enough to read and keep track of who's saying what. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing at all. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but it was a joking that time. Yeah, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Yeah. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share some poems that we wrote? Yay. For me, I can't read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I can't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now everyone's ready to read. Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out the poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica's wrote herself in a composition notebook. I already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly compare as well, reaching into each other's bags. I do the same myself. Who should I share my poem with first? Let's share with Monica because her option wasn't available. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hey Femi. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. Ugh. Don't worry, Femi. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. I'm actually thinking something Sari would like. Is that so? You and Sari are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had all those other things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sari and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's kind of a vibe I get from reading your poem. How do people do this? Are you sure you're not reading into it too much? It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Tori's writing is kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with her emotions and happiness and sadness. Who knows something so happy who enjoys sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure you'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you to have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? Angry boyfriend? I'll never know. Yeah, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choice. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Click outside poem to continue. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not sure if you know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is like this. If you keep your pen on the same point for too long, it'll just end up being a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's a good tip. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, was Sayori or Natsuki the childhood friend? I think it was Sayori, so we'll do Natsuki. And there she is. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It didn't invoke many emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Hello, Goblin. I know, right? It is a small bean. He's short. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sing, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. I like that poem. Straight to the point. So yeah, we're playing this today. It has been very difficult so far with my dyslexia. We'll see if we can make it through. Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it. I did like it though. Yeah, I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all about sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But on the other nice things is about simple writing and puts more weight on wordplay. Like I set up for rhymes at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went to it than I realized. That's what I mean by the English Jesus. What it means to be a pro. There we go. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. Don't want to care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Let's do Yuri then, Sayori. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. I can relate to Yuri. Thinking can be hard. Okay. So this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. But no. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a very simple poem. And not just finding them, but building them and getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example is trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives valuable feedback. Natsuki could be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if there's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, this handwriting's gonna be hard to read. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. The battening? If must be this one. The last... Oh god, why didn't they teach me cursive? The last amazingly streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present by living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. What? I'm sorry, I have such trouble handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you so a long time to read. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Eh? That's a relief. So I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad that you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's your first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Femi. Really? You must totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject's poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost. Lingering in her past, remaining in place in comfort, and able to let go of the past, and soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. One more to go. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Femi. I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sorry. Must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I also have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinions, it was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand better than a lot of other people, you know? And so when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Femi poem. That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet paper against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. But it reminds me on how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm staying in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's just like I said before, Femi. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something you only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Now let me get a drink first, my mouth's dry. I'm gonna need more tea. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead helps me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue. It's a secret that I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's a funny ending. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I'd still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that the poem was bad. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I didn't mean to read that. I just sighed from getting a break from all the reading. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Again. I guess that's why I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper and sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh no, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I wasn't trying to say something nice. Or I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Femi did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Femi liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you know, Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Femi appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? I need room to breathe. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would be... Give me a second. I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew the size bigger as soon as Femi started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they noticed I was standing there. Femi. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain this to her, Femi. Wait. There's a reason I have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only not necessary, but limiting yourself. Also a waste. You understand that, right, Femi? Well, how'd I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with is probably more likely to... They'll probably think more like... I hate English. They will probably think more highly of me. There we go. Help me, sorry. I'm still trying to keep everything balanced between the three characters. Yeah, pretty sure it's Natsuki got the least things in the poem writing section, so I'm side with her. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah. It did, didn't it? Aha. Shows you how much you know. That's not... Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. But it looks like we learned. Hang on, what? It looks like we learned that today. Okay. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sari is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Femi. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. Should probably take one too. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasts. Sari and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with me. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated those, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, no. Now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I'm sure it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially for you, Femi. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining of the club is give me a minute. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all. There's still time before you go home. So we'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book and do some writing. Excuse me. After all, that's what the club's for. I disagree, Monica. About what? One moment. That's not the most important thing about Literature Club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, Monica's right. Being in the Literature Club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Femi, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from my friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes? I think in luck that means I can do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Femi, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sari beams at me. It really has been a while since Sari and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say anything. Jesus. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sari, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like this. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Femi. It's nice that I get to spend time with you. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think that everyone really likes you too. That's... Hey Malar, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're doing your idea you had last stream of playing Doki Doki. But I forgot how dyslexic I was, and this has been really difficult for me. But we're gonna do this. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. We'll get through this. I saw and I joined so fast. It's not even funny. It looks like Siri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. So far, I'm trying to keep the likeness level of all the characters the same, because I don't want to favor one over the other. I'm not really sure if that's gonna be an option in this kind of game. Sure, being friends with everyone's nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Siri. I pat Siri on disorder. Murder them all. That would be equal, would it? I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Siri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Taking another sip of tea. No, I'm out of tea. I'm gonna get some more in a little bit. Nibble. Giggle. No, nothing rhymes with giggle. Heaven Sent. That was a good Doctor Who episode. Tears. Wait, Yuri likes dark things, doesn't she? Aspire. I know we need some for Siri. So like, cute. Wait, no. Squirrel? No, not you. Explode. Wait, why does Yuri like explode? We did a lot for Siri last time, so it'll probably be fine. Whirlwind. Awesome. Cough, cough. Well, why? Domestic tourism? Wait, did they actually say that? I wasn't paying attention. So, some of the words in here are just unhinged. Raindrops. Drop top. No. Bed. Philosophy. Rose. Okay, I think... Yeah, she likes Doki Doki. Ooh, nightgown. Silly. Just silly guy. Bubbles. Comfort. Aura. Last one. Hope. Alright. I think that was pretty even with all of them. But I don't think it's about, like, the English. I think it just picks whichever one had the most. So it probably doesn't even matter. Now that the day passes, then it's time for the club meeting already. Actually, I'm gonna be right back and get some more tea so my mouth doesn't dry out in 10 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm back. I forgot to take the tea out of the freezer last night again, so I have a tea slushy. It's quite good. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable over here in the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Femi. Yo, Siri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club room. That's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get in a good. The Yo's give me a straight white boy. Yeah. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. Yeah, I'm still a little annoyed that the game didn't let me choose pronouns or gender. It just assumes I'm a guy. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, Femi. Or with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your Siri? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just want to take a look. Very nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Siri. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money, in the first place, you wouldn't have bought a snack before coming to classroom or club room. It's either you're not hungry or you want an excuse to walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. Well, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, then that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Femi to let me borrow some money. That's... don't get me involved in this, Yuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can afford responsibly. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like yours, or like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean like that. I got too absorbed in my book. I don't know if my stuttering is helping with the characters or not. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't have much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no... One moment. There's no way you could think that. You're right though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the retribution. Oh, okay. That. Still coming from you, Siri. As I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Siri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come. You wouldn't have come if they. You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Siri. Wait, I just did say Ori. Out of nowhere, out of nowhere, something smacks Siri in the face and tumbles on the desk. Ow! What was that? A cookie. Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Siri glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my retribution? Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that wasn't nice of you. Wait, no, that was so nice of you. I'm so happy. Siri hugs the cookie. How big does the cookie have to be so you can hug it? Jeez, just eat it. Siri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Siri suddenly craps her hand around her mouth. I burnt my tongue. I do that all the time, it sucks. The worst part is that you bite your tongue and then it swells and it becomes easier to bite the more you bite it. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes one bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? They're the same cookies. Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why I think I give you that one? I guess they're not the same cookie. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. So he gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up and nudges Siri off her. Oh. Siri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you say to just do that? Mouthful of Siri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, they're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Siri? Natsuki glances around. Monica's in the club room. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Hey, you don't think that she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her own boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Oh, my last period today was a study hall. To be honest, I kinda lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano. High school has piano class. Or band, I guess. Piano. I was aware you play music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kinda started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Even once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Femi. Monica smiles sweetly. I I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share it once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. Yeah, one moment. I am not used to talking this much. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Suri's mischievous escapade. I'm not sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Suri somehow has already finished her entire cookie, and Yuri's back to her book. Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. And she seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts the stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of textbooks and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can actually admit it's really... one of those things you can't really admit you're really into unless... English, Jesus. Until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of right on your face. What's that supposed to mean? My neckbeard? I see. Just a lot... There's a lone volume of a manga amidst a stack of various books. So I don't... that. Serious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right back into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating thing in the world. Agreed. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Our Fate Girls? It's a series I have never heard of in my life. This probably means it's either way out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can oh, English, sorry. One moment. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass and the door. Okay. As she points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. What English? My very terrible English. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. I'll tell you one thing, Femi. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Our Fate Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking anime feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. I'll just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me into pulls me. What did I say? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Okay. Return. She then takes a seat up against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pets down on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs won't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Imagine you're some little white playing this. Anything that's all innocent. Oh yeah. I mean, playing this for the first time without knowing the ending would be crazy. I forgot to read that again, hang on. I can't read at the same time like this. Oh, you know, I did read that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. And don't just say that. Don't make me feel weird about it. Nasty crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Excuse me. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer to me, reclaiming the additional space. While she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Keep forgetting I'm wearing a skirt. That's nice. Skirts are awesome. That reminds me. What do you think's better, skirts or shorts? Because I used to be pro shorts, and I tried on a skirt for like a week, and it's just so much more comfortable. Shorts, alright. Yeah, it's alright to have different opinions. But I like shorts, shorts. Oh yeah, I get it. I mean, if they go down to your knees, those aren't really shorts. Still like skirts though? Yeah. I'm not saying if shorts go down to like your knees, those aren't really like shorts, those are just like half pants. Let's see. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and you don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like you're a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining, not to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at an ice cream shop. But then that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all the backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. Yeah. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, that reminds me. I figured out why that notification's red, because it has my channel name in it. So it highlights the message. I remember we were talking about that last stream. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Huh. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? English right now? Yeah, it's not. English is my first language and I still suck at it. Perfection. This is what happens when you have someone with dyslexia and ADHD. Try and play a game that's mostly reading. English is my second language, lol. Well, you're probably better at it than me then. Well. Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in the manga. You know, funny thing. This is kind of similar to what happened to me with cars, because I used to hate cars, everything about them, until I watched Initial D, and I was like, my whole life. I just thought it's funny. I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. Oh, she feels bad for me. Initial D? Yes, Initial D. Love it. I literally, hang on. Where is it? I know it's down here somewhere. I don't know where it went off to, but I have a model of the 8.6 on my desk somewhere. Or I did at least, probably fell down somewhere. I'll find it later. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. So of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, definitely not one of the better ones. Oh, definitely one of the better ones. Yeah, agreed. Unlike cars, probably the most expensive hobby you could have. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Especially JDM cars, they're really expensive in the States. Oh, there's a close-up. We read on for a few more minutes. I love cars. I love cars too. They're amazing. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? Here I can get a JDM car for cheap. Oh, that's awesome. I think I mentioned this before, but here in the States we have a 25-year law where like a foreign car cannot be imported if it's not 25 years older. I plan on buying a Toyota Crown next. Oh, that's cool. Those are nice cars. It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. We don't have that, just have the import tax. Yeah. Also here, everything's left-hand drive and JDM cars are right-hand drive. That's probably why they're so expensive, because they're not popular. At least outside of the car community. I guess it's fun sharing something with you, like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up on series I enjoy. Also, you ever seen a video where someone in America tries to go through a drive-thru in a JDM car, and they end up having to drive backwards just so they can reach the food? It's funny. You know what I mean. You don't? Find that funny as yeah. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share the manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. I'm sorry. I can't ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. This reminds me. Natsuki's a baddie for real. As I was saying, so my school had a whole manga series of Full Metal Alchemist, right? The thing is, because they thought it was just comic books, they put it in the elementary library where it should not be. I kept telling them they should move it to the high school library, but they never did. Anyways, that was the only manga series I've ever fully read. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep to my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. That Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of the problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot this happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel like a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that Natsuki for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Huh? Are you all ready to read today's poems? I thought we skipped this part. Oh, come on. Could your time be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look cozy over there. Eh? Alright, that's a notification. Natsuki suddenly knows how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides her over a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Alright, wrong character. I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just going to give it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but like I just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is it really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try and get through this. But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put myself and carefully slip the book into my bag. Let's share with Monica first, as usual. Hey again, Femi. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm only happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. Never know. Want to share with what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. I like it, Femi. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. Oh no. It kinda makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Alright, so far we got Natsuki, the other girl I can't remember, and so next we gotta do Yuri. Make a poem for her. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Eh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. Natsuki, Sayori, or Yuri. Thank you. I don't know why I can't remember Sayori's name. It just doesn't stick in my head. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids if you think about them. They can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So, you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning of though. So I can see why it'd be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, and piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Oh, this is a long one. Hang on. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me? What? Alright. Too more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the space works can totally change the mood of the paper. It's almost like magic. The The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about is the right question. A poem can be abstract. Oh, I need to remember to breathe. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself English. Hard to believe she's gonna murder people. I know, right? AIs be crazy. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay, you're not. She's not even trying to be subtle. You never know what might change your mind. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, why is this tip about writing? Alright, that's what I'm talking about. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. To be fair, I have not saved yet, so... Honestly, today was Natsuki, so we'll do Yuri now. I like to do the person I would like it most last. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Femi. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming for you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just really happy to inspire fellow writers. Now, I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much that it seems you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Tea time. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down things you see or hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. It's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example for you if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this poem is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me their poem. Oh. The raccoon. Sorry. I'm pretty sure that says raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuffling sound, by the scuttling of a raccoon outside the window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed strange tendencies as a wandering human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, and my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon, as fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of cutting the knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, my rage. I can't read that. The moon, increments, I don't know. Its phase and reflects how much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. Raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. So my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me excitement. A rush of blood, classic of I can't read that word. Conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Wait, isn't that the Russian guy who did that Bell experiment with dogs? Because I feel like that's related to the situation. or it's just the Pavlonian, or Pavlovian. I'm bad with names, I'm sorry. But I think that's where it's getting at. Pavlovian. Alright. Pav, sorry. Oh, you're alright. But thanks for spelling it out for me. Really, that helps a lot with my dyslexia. So it's Pavlovian. Alright, got it. I was a little bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. I can't. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express my vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels and indulges more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Femi? Well, yeah, I guess so. I feel like everyone has something. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best you can do is respect each other's own individualities, even if it becomes difficult and sometimes makes us uncomfortable. After all, I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. I'm glad you're a good listener. That's one thing I can't do is listen. I think Sayori's next. Ooh, I like this one, Femi. It has a nice feeling, isn't it? I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like something you liked yesterday's poem better. Because you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little bit too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. I just wouldn't lie to you, Femi. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go with English Jesus. Oh, fuck, skip that one. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Not sure how that exactly works, but then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in this I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. There we go. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try to give me some thoughts? Oh, and you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting self-hurt at some point. I feel like that might be foreshadowing. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. Is there a word for that, right? I just looked and apparently it takes 4 fucking hours. What does? The game? I feel like this game would take more than 4 hours. What's the word I'm looking for? Does the game only has 4 hours of gameplay? It feels like it's more than that. Because there's no way I'm gonna get this game done in 2 streams. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy with and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Siri. Well, and like happy the most. Ugh, need more to breathe. And drink, my mouth's getting really dry. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud over your head, that poem can help you get rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. So yeah, that's an unexpectedly poetic. It is. I'm getting bittersweet, isn't? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Femi. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Let's see. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I go to keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rhyming together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck out one. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the top shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. That smells. Finally all done. I open up and in comes my friends. In they comes in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? My friends can pull them from the shelf one after the other, pouring them out to each of my friends. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Thoughts that thoughts and shard all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is an echo, echo, echo inside my head. That is a sad poem. I can kind of get what it means. Holy crap. So did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't you tell me yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Never mind. I'm thinking too hard about this. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like it is meant to be expressed myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. Have you gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Hello, Pix. Yo, what's this game about? So far it's just a dating simulator. I'll leave it at that. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing till I die. More foreshadowing, nice. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying it. Unfortunately, I am gonna end stream soon. Get through this last couple characters. Then I'll save and end stream. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sari's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something or dropping it no more than 2 weeks later. Sounds like ADHD. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in your eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Last person. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me and then back at the poem. But she must have read it more than once. And she's supposed to be bad at this. Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know, Natsuki struggles to find words she wants. I just expected a lot less after you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know. Don't get used to it. I don't always manage to write poems that's cute. I mean, not well written. I mean, so that's how it is. My poem is cute. No, why are you smiling? It's not like that. It's not cute things. Lasky shoves the poem back towards me, and reading it again. I tell you that's not so great after all. It's too cute in Doki Doki. It would only impress, you know, girls who like those kind of things. For some reason, actually, is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyways, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like this a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but I'm very dyslexic and this game's been very hard so far. Amy likes spiders. You know what? Fucking dyslexia. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands were probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Wait, which way? It's mouse. And not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. All of her friends start talking about spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Oh, dang it. Hang on. Oh man. I didn't get to finish that. Not bad, right? It's quite a lot longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. That was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogs. It helps people realize how stupid things they're being. Like anyone who agrees that the subject of poems is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. Okay, I was thinking that was coming on the mic. That doesn't matter, it could be about anything. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear it or if you know, but where I live, they always test the tutorial assignments on the first Wednesday of every month, and that's today, I think, pretty sure. Let me check. Oh, not Wednesday, Tuesday. First Tuesday of every month. It used to be Wednesday, but it changed to Tuesday. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid about. English, come on. Something that you're afraid of people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? It makes them happy. And I think people really need to learn to respect others liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about unusual hobbies of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make fun of each other's insecure or those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she had some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would be judging her or anything. Not to get us fighting words. I guess I should try to not be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. Blech. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. Well, I'd say so. Even if her writing style is way different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so we could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. I do really have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. I'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of gaining new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. There has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing, but Monica, yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is that we're also going to be let anyone else come out and recite the poems too. Sari's putting it all on posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sari, who has been coloring posters, holds it up for everyone to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Oh, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I can never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite the poems out loud in front of a whole room of people. I guess it's kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry, guys. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. And if we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people will perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone how literature is all about. Yeah. It's by expressing your feelings, and being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And those are reasons that we're all here in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them, find feelings, and why you're here in the first place? I know I do, or I know you do. I know we all do. Even if it takes... And if it takes... English. If it takes... I cannot read for the life of me. And if all it takes is staying in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know I can do that. Man. I know you can do it. There we go. Asking Yuri remains silent. Sari looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sari and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with it. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectively glances around at everyone else's exhibit faces. I guess I don't have much of a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. The club is seriously going to beat death with me. Oh gosh. It'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to be practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of class, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off and help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through a notebook for a specific poem she has in mind for herself. And then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. How long is this? Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she just simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes that word. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden? Yuri clutches sheet paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she quickly walks over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as he starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting on this much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens to Yuri as she gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform to sharp syllables in fierce and confident woman. The poem is filled with twists and turns, and its structure that happens to enunciate with perfect timing. A little bit more tea. This must be a rare glimpse into a whirly fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her. If she's bewildered even by herself, it's up to me to save the situation. Really? I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone else joins me after, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine yourself reciting it to yourself from a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it should come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow I imagine like her soft voice has made for a perfect match. This poem isn't aimlessly cheery as Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think of it that much. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice is almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone that I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Femi liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you quite nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite well if it were that kind of delivery. I don't understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours and their sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Yes, well, I've been practicing for that kind of thing. It's embarrassing to do in front of everyone. And next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time for the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't mind me go before Femi. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Femi lower everyone's standards before I have to do this. Natsuki. It's fine. Might as well get this over with. But not like I have much of a selection of what to read. Let's go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. And I take a sip of tea. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something I'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way towards the podium. The poem is called... Why are y'all looking at me? It's because you're presenting. Anyways, my poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well, and spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applause. She huffs it back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh well. You do have to at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put whatever face I want. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's like embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'll be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, I don't have much to worry about for the festival. That's it, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have the idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and you get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, and so I'll let me know if you... Let me know ahead of time if you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't matter if... It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that I put in all this effort for the club. That makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's enough for today. It's about... I know the festival's coming up and I want to try... But let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. Excuse me. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. Let's stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through. It's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Okay, you two always going home together like this. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Femi. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's just go. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... I mean... Sorry, fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? It kind of put me on the spot here. Well, I'll still walk home with you. I'll walk home with Natsuki. What should we say, guys? Malar, Bit, Goblin. What should we say? Should we... Sayori? Alright. Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Natsuki? But she's so cute and fun to be around. Jeez. I see her in the club every day. Besides, I always seem... Hang on. Sorry, I had some in my throat. Okay, I'm good. Besides, you always seem to be really like going home together. That one just ruined that for you. You're so silly, Femi. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve... Natsuki would deserve... Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted to, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I can't really figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating sometimes? That's never gonna happen. The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright. I think this is probably a good stop to end off. We are way over time. There aren't really a lot of stopping points in this game, it just keeps on going. But thank you all for stopping by, watching, chatting, lurking, etc. We'll be picking this up tomorrow, so sure to catch that. Miss any streams, all the VODs are uploaded to the channel, YouTube channel. Okay, good night, Malar. See you tomorrow. I will be seeing you all then. Bye bye.